The productivity world is split in two, and the line has never been sharper. On one side, millions swear by Evernote, the app that practically invented digital note-taking as we know it. On the other, an entire generation of creators, students, founders, and knowledge-obsessed thinkers have migrated to Notion, a tool that promises to replace half your workspace with one endlessly flexible home. You hear people say Evernote is faster. Notion is more powerful. Evernote is stable. Notion is customizable. Evernote just works. Notion works your way. But in 2025, with both apps evolving faster than ever, the debate feels less like a comparison and more like a full-on productivity war. The only real question left is this: which one actually helps you get more done? The story begins with speed because that's where most users make up their minds. Evernote remains the king of fast capture. You can open the app, type something, and close it in seconds. Its quick note system is still unmatched to tap, write, done. Mobile users especially say that Evernote feels immediate, like a digital notepad that's always awake and waiting. Even with the recent redesigns, Evernote's backbone remains the same: minimal friction. If you're the type who wants zero loading screens, zero extra clicks, and zero pop-ups begging you to drag a block somewhere, Evernote feels like home. It's built for focus, and that simplicity still wins hearts. Notion, on the other hand, has always been heavier. It loads slower on low-end devices, it takes longer to sync on shaky networks, and its block-based editor, while powerful, adds layers of interaction. But here's the twist. The 2024 and 2025 performance updates changed the game. Notion's offline mode, once a running joke, is finally stable. Its new, faster database engine cut load times in half. The mobile app is now way smoother than it used to be, especially when opening small pages or to-do lists. Notion will likely never be as fast as Evernote for a quick grocery list. But for people who want a full second brain, speed is no longer the deal breaker it once was. Then comes features, the battlefield where Notion tries to crush every competitor in sight. At its core, Notion isn't even a note-taking app anymore. It's a workspace, a content studio, a habit tracker, a wiki, a CRM, a portfolio, a project management system, a database, a whiteboard, a dashboard. And if you're willing to learn it, it becomes whatever you want it to be. You can connect pages to each other, build automations, link tasks to calendars, create formulas, visualize your life, and design your entire workflow from scratch. People who love Notion don't just use it, they build with it. It's the Lego set of productivity apps. And in 2025, with AI deeply integrated into everything from summarizing to rewriting to building templates, Notion feels smarter than ever. Evernote can't match that level of customization, and it doesn't try to. That's the biggest difference between the two. Evernote sticks to being exceptional at one thing: storing, organizing, and retrieving your notes quickly. Its search engine remains one of the best in the world. You can type a half-remembered phrase, and Evernote will find it, even inside PDFs, scanned documents, and messy handwriting. This is the feature power users swear by. Notion has AI search now, but Evernote's OCR backbone is still more reliable when you're dealing with large archives of saved content. And Evernote's tagging system, while old school, remains a favorite among researchers, journalists, and anyone who deals with huge piles of information. Notion's organization system leans on databases instead of tags. This is where users get divided. Some people love the fact that they can build full relational systems linking tasks to clients, clients to projects, projects to content calendars, and then viewing everything in Kanban boards, tables, timelines, or calendars. Others say Notion makes organization too much work. They want notes, not architecture. Evernote gives them just that. When it comes to design and flexibility, Notion wins with its eyes closed. It's beautiful. It feels modern. The pages look clean. You can embed videos, galleries, widgets, charts, buttons, and even code blocks. You can format the page like a mini website. You can turn your workspace into something that feels alive. Evernote, while cleaner than its older versions, still feels like a classic productivity tool built for efficiency rather than aesthetics. There's clarity, not creativity. Some people love that it removes distractions. Others think it feels dated next to Notion's sleek digital canvas. A major difference emerges when you look at how each app handles collaboration. Notion dominates this space. Teams use it to build knowledge bases, SOPs, project trackers, design docs, brainstorming boards, and entire operating systems. Comments, editing, AI suggestions, shared workspaces, it's all built into the workflow. Many startups run on Notion alone. Evernote's collaboration tools are still limited. It works well for shared notes, but not for shared systems. It's simply not built for team-wide structure. Then there's the memory question, how people actually think inside the app. Evernote is linear. Notes go into notebooks. You tag them, you search them. It's the digital version of writing in a journal and putting it in a labeled box. Notion is non-linear. It's a mind map where everything connects to everything else. Some people thrive with that kind of freedom. Others feel lost in a sea of pages and blocks and toggles and databases. User preferences depend heavily on personality types. Fast capture thinkers, messy note takers, and researchers who rely on long-term archives almost always prefer Evernote. Builders, planners, entrepreneurs, student systems creators, editorial teams, and people who love dashboards almost always choose Notion. The apps don't just serve different needs, they serve different brains. When you examine website performance and online access, the difference becomes even clearer. Notion's web interface is one of the best in the industry. It syncs instantly, works smoothly in browsers, and mirrors the desktop experience almost perfectly. Evernote's web version has improved, but it still feels like a simplified version of the real thing. Many users prefer the desktop app because the web one lags behind in features and speed. Notion's biggest advantage is its ecosystem. There are thousands of templates available online workspaces designed by creators, agencies, productivity experts, and even psychologists. You can build a dashboard in minutes using someone else's structure. Evernote has templates too, but its library is much smaller and less customizable. In Notion, templates are starting points. In Evernote, they're fill-in-the-blanks worksheets. Then there's automation. Notion integrates with Zapier, Make, Slack, Google Calendar, Jira, GitHub, and more. You can automate entire workflows from content publishing to client onboarding to habit tracking. Evernote has basic integrations, but nowhere near the same ecosystem. But with all this power, Notion has one major flaw that many users still point out. You can fall into building instead of doing. Some people spend hours making their workspace perfect, designing pages, adjusting icons, adding cover images, and customizing dashboards when they should be working. Evernote's lack of customization ironically becomes its strength. You can't get distracted by design if design barely exists. The debate becomes even more interesting when you consider pricing. Evernote's recent price increases frustrated many longtime users, especially those who didn't need all the new features. Some turn to Notion because the free plan is generous and the paid plans feel modern and flexible. If you love deep dive tech comparisons built for real users, not sponsored hype, make sure to like this video so it reaches more people. Subscribe for weekly breakdowns that cut through marketing and get straight to what actually works.